Hi, I'm Mark from eReplacementParts.com. In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the gear housing on a Makita grinder. The gearbox housing is one of the main components of your Makita grinder. On the back side, it accepts the armature and the armature bearing. Underneath, it accepts the spindle assembly. And on top, it accepts the spindle lock assembly. Other than dropping the grinder, most failures of the armature housing will be caused by the failure of another part on the grinder, such as a seized bearing on the armature or on the spindle. Or if the grinder is turned on when the lock button is still engaged, you may get cracking on the gearbox housing. Replacing the gearbox housing is easy to do, and I'm going to show you how. Gearbox housings, as well as many other parts, can be found on our website. Let's get started. I'll begin by removing the side handle and the guard. The gearbox housing is held in place with 4 screws. I'll go ahead and remove those. Now I can remove the spindle assembly by removing the 4 screws that secure it to the housing. Now I'll remove the pin cap from the shoulder pin. I'll place a small screwdriver underneath the pin cap and gently pry it away from the shoulder pin. Now I can remove the compression spring. Now I can remove the shoulder pin. There's a rubber pin that helps to secure the upper spindle bearing. I'll go ahead and pull that out now using a pick. Now install the rubber pin into the new gear housing. Now install the shoulder pin into the gear housing. Now replace the grease in the gearbox housing. Now install the spindle assembly back onto the gearbox housing. And I'll secure it with the screws. There's an O-ring on the spindle assembly, so I want to seat the screws evenly as that O-ring slides into place. Just work my way around the housing, tightening each screw a little at a time. Now I can replace the lock pin compression spring and the pin cap. And I'll seat the pin cap using a pair of adjustable pliers. I'll reinstall the gear housing assembly to the motor assembly and secure it with the 4 screws. And I'll finish up by installing the guard and the side handle. And that's all it takes to replace the gearbox housing on a Makita grinder. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give us a thumbs up and leave a comment.